Hey everyone, this is Benja Welldone in the audio version of my YouTube channel, Benja Welldone Comedy, playlist Waiting for the World, where I document my rise to comedy, starting from when I moved to Texas a little over a year ago in 2018. If you have any live question about absolutely anything having to do with love advice, joining the military, foreign travel, business, you name it, feel free to send me an email at Benja, Benja, Welldone, Welldone @gmail.com, and once a week I will anonymously give you an answer to your question, roasting the shit out of your situation just to make light of it, followed by giving you a real legit answer. Thank you for your time and stay tuned.
And we're back. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Excuse me, didn't get that out. Benja Welldone. Might not have said the date last time, but it is a different day, so I'm saying it this time. Today is January the 31st. It's 5:38 in the morning. Just got done at the gym on the way to jiu-jitsu. How is everybody going? How's everybody going? Gosh, how's everybody doing? How is everything going? This is already starting to turn out pretty bad. Just got finished at the gym on my way to jiu-jitsu. I'm going to tell you a few things. I actually entered myself, just to be a little bit more engaged, I entered myself into an opportunity. I submitted myself for something on Prime. You know how they have like streaming services of like Hulu and other places? You know, Prime has their own streaming service where you can get all sorts of videos and shit like that, whatever. They got like their own Prime originals and television shows and shit. Anyway, they have a comedy series there called Laugh After Dark. Remember, mark the date, January 31st. And I submitted myself to be a part of their comedy series, which would, I'm just being honest with you, okay? So don't be surprised, because I'm ready for it, which would be great. Because I said part of my whole life story is that I always seem to miss on the small opportunities, but the bigger they get, those are the ones that I end up getting. So I wouldn't be surprised if I got it, and I expect it. I am. I expect to get it. I truly, truly do. So from now on, I'm going to be talking about the submissions and the stuff comedy-wise that I do, that I submit to. You know, part of the problem, it's not really a problem, but part of the situation, better phrase, anyway, is with all these comedy submissions that you submit on a lower level and stuff, when you're not a professional doing it for a living, is that whenever you submit to things like this, almost always, and again, I'm being serious right now, almost always, you have to, look at these jackasses driving like idiots, pay like $20 or $25 to submit yourself, to register for the event, which does not guarantee. So you're pretty much just giving money to do whatever they want. That's one, concept. Another concept is the money that's received from thousands of people is part of the money that's going to help fund the the event, the whatever, you name it. I get that too. But when you take into account all of the money that's given, it would be naive to believe that someone isn't profiting from it. Which again, am I okay with someone profiting in order for me to be successful? Absolutely. However, it is cost efficient. Because if I submit myself for 4 opportunities, what I was getting at yesterday is that if I were to submit myself to 4 opportunities and they were 25, 50, 35, and 100, and I did a $100 one once, for like a really, 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 really big deal. It was in like San Francisco. It's this one event, but whatever. Didn't get in. That's over $100 right there just from the one entry. You see what I'm saying? And they're so prevalent. I'm being a lot more selective as far as how I spend my money, because I don't have that kind of money, realistically, to submit to every opportunity. Plus some opportunities, it's not that I'm not interested in going, but I also have to weigh my options as far as, let's just say hypothetically, I was going to plan it with a vacation, or if it's on a Wednesday in the middle of Alaska, you know what I mean? Or if it was, there's certain things that have to mark up, but what I'm getting at is, if it's not worth the payoff compared to another opportunity for that exact date, obviously I'm going for the one. It might be smart to go for both, but what happens if I don't want to get like booked for one and then get booked for the other and have to cancel on one, because then that'll look bad for me to come back to that place with open arms, because they're going to remember that, and I don't want that. So I'm really trying to avoid. But then again, they would get to keep my money, and it's just a very delicate balance. Do you try both opportunities? Because you might not get one, but you get the other, and you're glad you did. But I always plan on getting the one that I submit to, and being fully available. That way I don't have to establish any bad networking, any bad situations where somebody doesn't like me, or whatever the case. There's a lot of egos, not just in the world, in the entertainment industry, and there's no reason to step on any of those egos, so to speak. So anyway, aside from that, I'm really excited about what's next to come. I was telling somebody the other day, I have material on top of material on top of material, and basically what I always do is, when I have a set that's completely tight, I just build off of it, right? And it continues to get longer and longer and longer. But lately, I've noticed so many holes and gaps in my material, I'm able to fill it up, and it's getting even better, but I'm also adding stuff before it. Because it's kind of like saying, if I were to talk about guys, well, I could also talk about girls to sort of even out that balance. Not go top heavy on one end, because then it looks like I'm actually calling somebody out or just being mean, which is not the goal. And there's plenty of stuff that's funny to talk about guys, just like they are to talk about girls. Bear with me just a moment, gotta hydrate. And I'm back. Had to take a swig from my sports bottle. But yeah, that's just pretty much it in a nutshell. With this channel, what I'm really trying to do is, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again, I really want to just be able to talk and sort of hang out and get thoughts out, talk about new stuff that's going on my path to being a professional comedian. And that's what I am doing. However, I also feel like it should be, it would also be kind of interesting if I had an additional dynamic like current events. Now, I don't necessarily want to be that guy, but there are current events that's always happening. So I feel like I want to keep my listeners. I really do. And that's part of the reason that I actually said I wanted people to email me a question. And you could do it for comic relief. And at the end of all of these episodes, I would answer your question, roasting the shit out of your problem or situation, just for comic relief. And then directly after that, give you a legit, real answer to potentially solve whatever might be going on with you. So far, I haven't got any. Zero. So if you're out there and you're listening, if you have any question about anything, send me an email to Benja, Benja, Welldone, Welldone, at gmail.com. That is a email that I use not just for this channel, but for promotions and bookings and stuff like that. And just ask me your question. And at the end, I will anonymously, okay, get out the information and answer you. I gotta roll out, About to start jiu-jitsu, but y'all have a beautiful day. I'm Benja Welldone. Check me out. Peace.